Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gaming Droid and welcome back to Thea as we set off on our next expedition. So we're going to head up around this way and we are going to have a look around to see if we can find any of our starting quests. Doesn't look like we can find any of our starting quests. So let's head up and deal with these undead, get them out of the way and see if we can't gain a little bit more experience. We have our warriors set up here, we have our gatherers back in town, we've got a decent number of children. Ooh. So an encounter in Ostroya. Oh, it's a falling star shooting across the sky, except what the gods send. So one of our crafters has gained a little bit more crafting skill, which is great, and two of us have gained deformed curses. Less attractiveness, which means issues with sort of getting children and things like that, but not a major issue really. We are a warrior band, so we're going to fight. I'll see if I can get... we got another injured one in the front line. That's not good. So because we have two injured ones in the front line... Let's play it safe and throw out the full health guy with 9 shield. Then we'll throw out the... reduced health guy with 11 shield, and what I'll do is I will actually throw 5 additional shield on him, and then I'll actually confuse our opponents so they don't get a turn to start with. Hopefully that pays off in the long run. So we've got rid of one of them. He'll get a turn and do 6 damage, but he won't break our armor. And hopefully he will die. Yep, there we go. So that wasn't too bad. Shield, bone, and a little bit of meat stew. We'll go into managing supplies and we'll turn off eating the meat stew. We don't really want to eat the meat stew. And we'll head down here. There seems to be some ruins down around this way. Some bats hanging around our home, but ooh, okay, so we've got a spider's nest and we've got an awful lot of possible loot. A ruined tower, deformed bats and hulking rats. So the deformed bats are the major risk. Again, I'm going to try and get our injured guy off the front, which I did manage to do. So, hulking rat, not a major issue. We can almost kill him with our spear wielder and he will die next turn. And then we'll send out our axe user. Bats aren't a major issue. Send out our medic. So 5 damage isn't going to do any serious injury and we should be able to deal with everyone else. In fact, should I go with the first action? Yeah, let's go with the first action, bring him to the front. And then we'll shield her up because she's probably going to take a bit of a beating, but that's fine. I kind of wish that one of these guys had an axe because the amount of damage that would just follow through. So yeah, she's going to take a little bit of a pounding, but thankfully the damage that she's going to take is all... Actually no. We managed to out-damage them quite easily. This is a nice spear. It's actually probably going to be better than our spear wielder spear. We've got some fish, some meat, some game. So again, manage supplies, turn off anything you don't want them to eat. It's best to save things because you can make different foods with them, and that gives you some science points to start off with. And over in equipment, we have our spear wielder, who is him. With a 3-2 spear, we can take him to a 6-3 spear, so we go from 3-2 to 6-3. That is a significant change in his damage. Other than that, no real equipment changes worth noting. And on the same turn, we can actually explore another tower. Ooh, an Utopek. An Utopek is a very nasty person. We've got both our injured people at the front, so we definitely want to switch that around. See, 14 damage, 21 hit points. That's nasty. However, we don't have anyone powerful enough to confuse him. But what we can do is we can throw out this, and then we can throw 11 additional shielding on him so the Utopic can't actually injure him, can't actually damage him through his shielding. I'm just going to kill the snake straight off with my spear wielder because, of course, half damage to the person deployed in front of him. That snake's going to go down to my spear wielder as well. Hopefully, like he could damage the Utapek. We'll confuse that snake just in case it does survive, and we'll send our medic out to the battlefield to do some good work. So snake down, and then the Utapek does survive, but he should only do a few points of damage. So most of our guys have taken some damage, but they're slowly healing up over time. We've got a bramblewood staff, not very good. We've got some nuts, some gold, and some quartz. The quartz is very good, actually. Quartz is quite a high-level material and makes a very good material for use later on. Production. Who is running out of food? They're running out of food. They have 31 turns of food, 3 turns of food left. 3 turns of food is plenty. They don't really have any gathering ability, but hopefully some of our children will grow up soon, and we can provide bonuses to the gathering ability. So the expedition encounters some malicious spiders from the spider nest. That's not too bad. I'm going to rearrange that. Yeah, that'll do. At least he's got shielding, whereas my spear wielder doesn't. Throw out a decent guy with shielding, and then another decent guy with shielding. Now, one thing you can do with the spear wielders, and I'll show you this now, is... oh no, he's actually just going to use one of his spiders to remove a tactic card. You can actually use the spear wielders to do damage from the tactic position, because they get their half damage immediately, regardless of whether they're coming from tactic or front line. So that's all of the frontline spiders. We'll just get rid of him. There we go, easy peasy. We got ourselves a little bit of cooked bird. So that's just a meal, there's no real point continuing it. We built our first structure, and we're going to get some diamond, which is extremely rare, and some more clay. That's wonderful. A little bit of diamond is a great thing to grab early on. Auto-resolve that because it's just malicious spiders, it's nothing that's going to cause us any harm. And a skeleton and hulking rats, I think we're pretty safe to auto-resolve that again. We get a short staff, some meat, a pavis shield, some quartz, and some stone, some granite. So actually we got some really nice stuff from this little expedition out. The shield is 104 weight, but it's 4 and 6. He's wielding... I wonder if we can have anything lighter for him. Do we have a lighter weapon? 3 damage, 5 shield, 1 damage. No, it doesn't look like we can get a lighter weapon for him. So we've got this guy who has no shielding. He's got some bad quality armor on. What about you? You could have a sword which is weaker, you could have an axe which is weaker, or you could have one of the 2 weak spears. What about your shield? Can we replace it with anything better? Actually we can. We can give you a device shield. Looks like everyone else is going to be as good as they can be. We will turn off the eating of those, and we will head everyone back up towards Ostroya. And we should have completed our first building. So over in production, over in village overview, we now have a pasture, which gives us a chance of attracting humans and gives us a little bit of food. So per turn we're gaining 1 food, and we'll also have 2 points of attract human. So since we've built 1 building and we now have some good materials on the way back, I'm actually going to go into our construction tab, and I'm going to look at what we can build. We can get a smithy, which makes our construction better. We can get a watchtower, which gets us see further. We can get a well, which gives us random resources, or we can get a herbalist's hut, which gives us a medic. I'm probably actually going to go with the smithy straight off, because the smithy allows us to get totems, which increase our magic skill so we can have better hex chances in our village. It also allows us to get the blessed tree symbol. It deals with curses, and it basically allows us to keep blessings. So whenever we get a positive thing happen in the town and someone gets plus 15 to whatever blessing, that's actually going to stay permanently on them as long as they are in the town. So the people in your town become really powerful, tanky powerhouses that can protect the town really well. So we've leveled up again. The expedition gains mostly strength, a little bit of tactics, and in the town we've got gathering. Excellent. Petre's added some more gathering to his skill, which is good because we need some more gathering. We are going to throw the gold, quartz, stone, amber, fur, leather, bone, meat, and all the other bits and pieces that we don't need. We're also going to give them all of our secondary equipment, the equipment that isn't any good compared with what we're using. And the meals. And as I said, there is a reason to have additional food, like extra food, because if you equip people with extra food, where is it? Is it in the... I don't know where... manage supplies. You can see that because the town has access to one type of food, it gets no bonus. Two types of food give it health. That's willpower. Then it gets dexterity and shields, movement speed, perception, willpower and intelligence, plus 4 to health, plus 3 to damage and 3 to range damage, faster healing rate, and additional movement speed. So you see that in an emergency you can use different kinds of food to kind of really rapidly boost up the power that you've got available to you. What I'll probably do is I will probably keep these guys in town for a little while to just let me effectively improve them without having to worry too much about what they're up to while I'm improving them. So effectively heal them up, basically, is what I'm after there. Yep, that's everything. So if we go to inventory, we can scrap everything that's not in use. So that's bone and quartz, a little bit of dark wood and quartz. That's just going to be wood and leather. That's not very powerful at all. Excellent, so that's everything that we are not using immediately. Yes, that's a fire source, but not being used for fire. So over in production, we can actually start work on a smithy. And what we're going to do is we're going to be building it out of crystal, and then just using wood because we haven't got a smithy yet. So the quartz gives us a +3 crafting bonus. What if I replace that with that? It goes down to a +2. Dark wood +1. So probably what I'll do is I'll probably actually go with the double quartz and just get that crafting bonus nice and high. For instance, if I was using bone, then we'd have a chance of attracting animals. If I was using metal, we'd have a chance of attracting dwarfs, and if I was using elven wood, we'd have a chance of attracting elves. So, but for now, I think I'll just go with the crafting skill and up that as much as I can, as early as I can. We'll leave these guys in town just to heal up for now. That'll help them heal up. Expedition 1 deals with it because they're out front. It's just deformed bats. I'm going to auto-resolve. So we got a bow, which I'm actually going to give to our medic. Actually, he can't carry it because he's not strong enough. I'll give it to you then. We'll move some supplies over onto our expedition. So we'll move 60 food and another 10 wood. Like so. And then we'll head up and do a little bit more exploring. We can see on the resources that we have elven wood nearby. We've got string. I'm kind of looking for a source of something to improve my gathering skill, so some wicker or some perhaps cane, bamboo, something like that. because if I can get some baskets to equip my gatherers with and equip my warriors with, I'll be able to do some much better gathering out in the field. So utopic again, so we're going to battle this one ourselves just to deal with the utopic. So we get first turn. I'm going to throw out my heavy shielded character. Snake and the utopic. We've got no one who's capable of basically stopping him from acting, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably throw this guy out and I'll probably throw a shield on him so that he's got a shield to absorb most of the damage. So either way round they're going to absorb most of the damage. I will up her damage because it's actually quite useful to up her damage. He's getting put first, so he's trying to divide this up so that his utopic lives longer, so he's basically trying to get me to attack the wrong direction. Okay, so we took a lot of damage, but she's going to do a huge whack of damage and take out 2. He took some damage, but that's fine. He'll survive with our +6 medic. Nice big badge of iron and a decent sword, and a really interesting one-handed sword as well. So over in here, let's have a look at that two-handed sword. 9 and 3. That's a really good two-handed sword. You've got 7, you've got 7, you've got 6. So I'm going to give that sword to you. Excellent, and the one-handed sword is a 9 and 2. So actually, if you are strong enough to carry... No, you're not quite strong enough to carry that sword, unfortunately. Let's continue up and around and see if we can't find some more useful items. Oh, we just found some loot that time. Found some more coal. Coal is useful once you actually get a smithy up and going, because you can make high quality items. And once you can make high quality items, you can start using coal to sort of power that powerhouse of making high quality items. So we've built our smithy. That's good. We've got game and elven wood. Still looking for some source of reed or something. Down here we will set about, now that we've got our smithy up and running, we can actually start producing stuff much more easily. So let's have a look at crafting tools. We can produce a gold and dark wood crafting tool. Now if you watch this, if I put normal wood in, I have a 5% chance of good quality and a 20% chance of bad quality. If I put in dark wood, 720, elven wood, 820. If I put in coal, I'll have a much higher chance of getting a positive result. Doesn't matter that much. I gain 8 science from this, and that's basically why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to gain the science, but I can drop it onto one of my crafters. So we've got a spider's nest up here. Again, still no wicker or anything like that, so I'll probably swing down around here, see if I can find some off this coast. I need wicker, cane, wheat would do in a push. Auto-resolve malicious spiders, they're not a massive risk to me. Now, I'm hoping, if I have a look, no, it doesn't remember its settings for what you're supposed to eat. So down here I should have finished off, and I can add on to one of my crafters the crafting hammer. So her craft has gone up by 4 points, so she's now a, let's look, craft, 13 skill point crafter, which means that when we come to produce anything, she should be able to produce it very quickly and very easily. Let's just produce a fur jacket, because we've got some leather, just a leather jacket. So we have a 6% chance of making it a good quality jacket. We get 1 science from it. She can produce that in 1 turn, so there's no worries with that. Ooh, deformed bats, ravenous crows and crazy bees. So we'll fight this one because we have a few different kinds of creature to deal with. I'm going to reshuffle that. kill the bee off immediately, just get one of the creatures off the battlefield straight away, and then put up someone with a nice heavy armor in case they have other bees that they're going to throw out to do damage to me. Okay, someone with nice heavy armor again, and I'll throw out my medic because he has got enough armor to survive most of the hits these guys can deal out. There's the bee. I knew the bee would be around somewhere. And then I'll just throw out both of these guys to soak damage and deal damage, hopefully. So there'll be a bit of damage coming back onto my characters, but hopefully not much. Yeah, just one slash of 4 that's not going to break any armor. That's fine. Easy victory, and we get a quite nice bow from it, actually. That's a 3 damage bow. So we'll throw that out onto another one of our warriors. And then we'll head our warriors down in this direction in hopes of finding something. There's quartz there. That's nice. That's a nice little thing to find. You can actually have a look. This is a bear, 2 wolves and 5 others. So that's actually a quite nasty little collection. Hopefully they won't want to fight me. Seaweed. Often used in cuisine of the Eastlands, so I can't use that. We have got clay here as well, and we've got some fur. Okay, so they've probably attacked us. Yeah, a bear, 2 wolves and 5 hulking rats. I'm probably going to keep that set up, to be honest. So we're going to send out, despite the fact she's quite weak, we're going to send out my 20 damage mace first, because I can actually increase her damage if I have to. Okay, so 20 damage, she's going to do 8 and pass 12 on, that'll leave him on 14. So if I use, that'll leave him on 9, so we'll not be able to kill him. But if I use a get closer and put these two between, then hopefully that will kill him by the next round. Oop, they're going to use tactics to stun one of my characters. That's fine, I don't mind them using tactics to stun one of my characters. And then I'm going to throw these guys on the end as damage, because as far as I can tell, as long as I can deal with the bear, who I have significantly injured by using my spear wielder. Spears can be ridiculously powerful late game if you can get some of the high level spears. You can literally just crush whole groups through the expedient of just hitting them with spears before they get to do anything. So she's going to go first, she's going to deal enough damage to kill both of these. He's going to take the wolf, the rat, and the rat. Easy. No trouble at all. No damage dealt to us. And we get a crossbow from it. We're getting lots of ranged weapons from these guys. And a wolf lair is cropped up near where we live, which we'll have to go and deal with to stop wolf spawning. But in the meantime, we're going to come down here and we're going to see if we can find anything to make baskets from. Absolutely nothing to make baskets from. That's really frustrating. So we will continue our search for materials and quests, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!